What if I told you that there are a few things that you might be doing every single morning that are secretly screwing up your life? You could be compromising your health, you could be compromising your mental state of being, you could just be becoming a more grumpy person. If you're new here, my name is Khurshid and I've been teaching meditation and wellness for more than 30 years now, helping people up spiral their lives through the secrets of sleep, holistic wellness, meditation, and basically being successful without really compromising on things that truly matter. So, what are those things that you might be doing that you might be guilty of? And I'm pretty sure the first one that I'm going to talk about, most of you are doing. It is waking up with an alarm clock. Now, you might wonder what's so terrible about waking up with an alarm clock? Well, let me tell you. What's your age? 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 55, 60, 70? You're wrong. You are actually millions of years old, because this body that you and I have got is sculpted by evolution over millions and millions and millions of years. And so even though you might feel that I'm whatever 35, 40, 45, 50 years old, you are actually millions of years old, and the systems that are set in the body are also sculpted by evolution over millennia. And evolution is slow, very slow, and unfortunately it has not caught up with technology. Now I want you to imagine yourself thousands and thousands of years ago in some jungle, in some cave somewhere, sleeping, and it's early morning and there is a sound. If you do not wake up battle ready, either ready to fight whatever made that sound or run away from it, you're going to end up as breakfast. If you heard a sound, you would need to be really, really alert and ready to fight or flight or die. Fast forward a few million years, and you are now in the present, and your brain, your software has not yet caught up with evolution. So you are asleep in your nice snug bed, and the phone alarm rings. It could be really melodious, so sweet. But as far as the brain is concerned, it's an alien sound. And it is, your brain is going to wake you up battle ready. Meaning, it's going to shove a cocktail of chemicals into your system, which is going to make your heart beat faster, which is going to up your blood pressure, it's going to dilate your eyes. It's going to do a lot of things so that you are ready to fight or flight. And now you only tell me, is this a really healthy way of waking up in the morning? And if you're doing this day after day after day after day after day, you're opening yourself up to cardiovascular problems, you're opening yourself up to perhaps even in worst case situations, a brain stroke, even death. Did you ever think that that little tiny alarm that you so casually put, oh, I will wake up at 6 in the morning, could end up killing you or could end up making life really miserable for you? Please do not use an alarm to wake up in the morning. Wake up naturally. And I know what you guys are thinking. If I wake up naturally, I will miss my bus, I will miss my plane, I will miss my presentation, I will become late to go for my lectures or to my office, etc., etc., etc. Yes, that will happen for the first 10-15 days. Yes, your schedule will go for a toss. Yes, but once your body gets into the rhythm of really waking up naturally and you plan your day according to that, you will be so much more productive, so much more creative, and you will thank me with all your heart for asking you to wake up without an alarm. Now, don't throw that phone away yet or your alarm clock. Use the alarm clock to set your bedtime. So instead of having it ring in the morning, have it ring in the night. So you know it's time for me to go to bed. Yes, this is the first thing that a lot of people do, which is a huge mistake and which can seriously screw up your life. At number 2 comes something which is called doing a hurkle durkle. Sounds funny, doesn't it? But hurkling durkling basically means staying in bed long after you have woken up. and you're so feeling so snug and cozy, and it's cold outside and it's warm in there with your blanket, and oh, let me just be here for 5 more minutes. You know, once someone had asked Dinesh, how long should you sleep? And Dinesh said, 5 more minutes. There is no problem in sleeping 5 more minutes or being in bed for 5 more minutes. But if you stay in bed longer, something really awful starts happening. You start what I call rumination. Your mind starts creating imaginary situations and circumstances, typically negative, and you start going, what if? Oh, if he says this to me, then I will say that. If she says this to me, then I will say that. If he does this to me, then I will do that. It's typically negative stuff. And the first thing in the morning, when you are full of energy, you have rested the entire night, and you spend that time thinking, ruminating about fantastical situations which are normally horribly negative, you can just imagine the kind of day you're going to have later, right? Your mind unfortunately loves to do negative self-talk. Uh, you know, the things you tell yourself, if anybody else told that to you, you would tell them, get out of my life, man. And the tendency to do this first thing in the morning when you wake up is unfortunately really, really high. So while a bit of hurtling, turtling, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 6 minutes is fantastic, it feels really great. If you catch your mind starting to create these situations, this person, yeah, he will say this to me, and then I will say that, and then this will happen, and then that will happen, and then I will go here, and then that she will go there. And when this starts happening, catch yourself, get out of bed, start your day. You don't want this negative rumination to be the first thing that you do every morning, right? So, hurkle durkle, but not more than 5 minutes. The third thing that a lot of people do when they wake up is they flop onto some chair and then start doing their WhatsApp messages. They start going through their Instagram. They start looking at their emails. My dear, you have rested the entire night. Your brain is primed for doing some amazing stuff. This is the time when you start thinking about the dreams of your life, about what you're going to do to achieve them. This is the time to strategize and plan. This is the time for action. And what did you do? Scrolled Instagram. That is why you are where you are in your life. The first 15 minutes, 20 minutes, half an hour after waking up are amazing time to either reflect on your life, to plan, to strategize, or to meditate and take that feeling of restfulness, of energy to another level. For sure, it is not the time to open your phone and look at your WhatsApp messages. For sure. Stop doing that. Start thinking about what it's you truly want in your life and how you're going to achieve it. The next thing a lot of people do is they stay indoors. They don't go out. Your body needs to wake up completely for you to function really well through the day. And the way of waking up is to get sunlight. Everybody needs approximately 20 minutes of sunlight every single day. Now, this 20 minutes may be subject to discussion. There are schools of thoughts which say even 5 minutes is good if the sky is clear. But if it is cloudy, you need 20 minutes. So just to be on the safe side, get in a 20-minute walk first thing in the morning. Let the sun fall on you. Well, not the sun. Let the sunlight fall on you. All right? And wake up properly so that you have a brilliant day ahead. When light hits your eyes, your brain releases certain chemicals, certain hormones in your body that kickstart and jumpstart your body, getting it ready for action, getting it ready for achieving what you want to achieve today. So a 20-minute walk in the sun first thing in the morning is just a brilliant idea. Start doing it today, huh? One more thing that I have seen, and which I am also guilty of, is getting out of bed and leaving the sheets or crumpled and slept in. One small thing you can do every morning is make your bed. Now, why do that? When you make your bed, then as far as your brain is concerned, it's a job done. It's a tick mark. You get a squirt of dopamine, the feel good, get out there and achieve things hormone. And it is just a brilliant way to start your day. When you make your bed, and you know that when you come back in the evening to your bed, it's going to be beautifully, pristinely, lovely, welcoming you back. It is such a lovely feeling to have, and your brain rewards you for that by giving you a little bit of dopamine. And dopamine is the hormone which really allows you to get out there and achieve stuff. I've made an entire video about dopamine. We'll leave the link in the comments and you can watch that. But the first thing that you do in the morning when you wake up is to make your bed. One last thing that I want to talk about is there are so many people who start their days without meditation. Meditation kind of resets your entire system. It lets go of whatever stress that you may have accumulated, and you start with a fresh, clean slate. It is just an absolutely amazing way to start your day. So, if you have not learned meditation, I invite you to one of the courses that Dinesh and I teach so often all over India and even online. I promise you it will be a fabulous investment that you will make. And for those people who have learned meditation and don't practice it, do it. Meditate in the mornings. It sets you up for a brilliant day ahead. My mom used to do this. She would get out of bed and head to the kitchen and brew herself a cup of nice Indian masala chai early in the morning. She would say it gets her going. Well, it does. You don't need that cup of coffee or tea in the morning to get you going because you're already got going. The hack for tea or coffee is to have it at around 11:30 in the morning, because then that get you going feeling is going to take you over the afternoon slump. Do you notice that you feel a little sleepy at around 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock? Like that is the time when you don't want to do anything, just hit a bed, find some place to just let me be. I can't work on this, or you just look at the screen, stare at it, and think you are working, but you're not. You're just staring at the screen. This is the time when you need that get going. You will get that boost if you have your tea or coffee at around 11:30 or 12 in the afternoon. Personally, I would rather that you just sleep, take a nice nap, 20 minutes, half an hour, and that energy that you will get from that nap will tide you over the evening, make your evening also as brilliant as the rest of your day. What are the things that I talked about in this video that you routinely do? Tell me in the comments below, and also tell me when you're going to stop. Okay? See you in the next one.